What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another run here on American Truck Simulator with the Pete 389. Today's cargo is a big box. Told you it was going to be a heavy haul. No, it's a diesel generator that's inside that big box right now. And unfortunately, I mean, it's still in German, but I did translate the aggregate, or is that how you say it? And that turns out to be generator. So we got a big diesel generator inside that box. And today I am over in Ely, Nevada. We're taking this out to Bittman out in LA. So, nice long run. I've got 33 hours left on the clock here to do this. 13 hours until I have to take a nap. And right now ETA is 14 hours, so I might have to sleep on this one. But, decent paying job, $26,000 for it. And, yeah, this is the first time I've hauled something this big, I believe. Yeah, even the road grader wasn't this big. Or the road grinder, that is. Road eater. I mean, everyone has a different name for it, but the way I have it labeled in my video is a road grinder, and that's what came up as when I did the search for it, so that's what I'm running with. So, without further ado, let's get this thing going. I've made a couple changes to the truck. Right off the bat, you guys might have noticed I do have some new strobes on the front, on the bumper, as well as the grill for preparation on this one. I felt like the beacon on top wasn't going to be enough, so, but I'll tell you what, these things are really bright, so, you know, I get to feel this could be one of those episodes where I give people seizures because these things are going off so much. One other change there, you can see over the rear wheels, I changed out the fender and went with the dual fender covers there. Just give the truck a different look. But other than that, really no other changes. So I was thinking about changing up the stacks, but decided against doing that. I just stayed with what I already have. Oh, yep. One other thing I almost forgot. Took out the headache rack. Put the lights on the back of the cab. Kind of think that looks a little bit better. So I'm gonna roll with that for a little while and see if I change my mind on it or not. But it's time to get moving, and right away I've got an interesting exit. This jackwad here parked right there at the exit, and I'm hauling this oversized load, so it might be interesting right off the bat. Plenty of room. That's awesome watching the wheels work. Now this is going to be interesting for me driving this down the road, and we'll take some bets now on whether or not I'm going to hit stuff, because I am wider than I've probably ever hauled anything before, so yeah, I'm not going to turn right there, I'm just going to go straight through. Now, normally loads like this would require permits and special uses because they are wider than what the road accommodates for, and I can... Let's take a look here. Yeah, I am overweight as well, so definitely a permit run here. I'm weighing in at 85,000 pounds. Now, I know the game here is not really suited for this. the oversized loads. I mean, it wasn't really even something that was built into it as far as the stock trailers. So, you know, the AI is going to act weird around me, and I expect that. But also, I'm going to try to stay true to form here on driving-wise. You know, although the truck here could probably, you know, pull this thing and still do 70, 80 miles an hour. Obviously, in the real world, you're not going to see very many trucks do that when they're hauling a load like this. Now, see, now we got this wall coming up here. No room, no room. I think I'm going to be blocking both lanes here quite a bit. And I wanted to put the oversized load bumper, you know, the banner across the front, but it didn't show up in my options, so I guess I'm not able to do that, or maybe I needed to change my bumper and put another one on, and that way it'll work. I don't know. But yeah, it didn't show up in my options, so I assumed I couldn't use it. The flags as well didn't show up, and I wasn't going to put a flashing yellow beacon on the front bumper, you know, like the yellow beacon lights you see on the top of utility vehicles. You know, just a little thimble. That's what I'm thinking of. The thimble type caps. I wasn't going to do that on the front. That would have just looked stupid. So maybe I have to change out bumpers. Not sure. It's something I'll have to look into the next time I do this. Why does it want me to go through there? I don't... Oh, wait. There is a construction down here, is it? No. There's another wall, though. This load does have me a little nervous. I want to be able to do this without hitting anything, and I'm very worried that I am going to hit something. But I hope you guys placed your bets at the beginning of the episode. Obviously, you're not able to pay me, nor am I able to pay you, so if you said I was going to hit something by the time I deliver this in LA, I expect you guys to own up to it and say whether you won or you lost in the comments down below. and I'll take a rain check on that payment. Now, for me, I get stuck behind loads like this almost on a monthly basis. What, you dummy? I take Route 47 to go north up to work, and ooh, hello. There's always something going up and down that road, whether it's a wind turbine blade or the shaft of a wind turbine, or some kind of heavy machinery that's going out to some kind of plant or something. There's always something on the road that my wife and I will get stuck behind or see going the other way. Just a couple months ago, it was actually a shaft for a new wind turbine that was going up, and they went into one of the local towns and they had to turn left, and that was it was about a 20-minute wait for him to figure out how to make that corner. And the guy had to get out and open up the door on the trailer by the rear wheels and bust out the controls so he could help steer the trailer with the rear wheels, because on some of these the rear wheels actually turn. They can turn either by wire, by cable if it's hooked up to the truck, and so when the truck turns to the left, the wires will control the rear axle, the rear tandem, and those will turn. And they can be locked and unlocked, because obviously, you don't want that happening when you're going down the highway. But that'll help these super long trailers negotiate these corners. In this case, though, his was all hydraulic, and he had a little handheld remote control, and he was able to control the rear wheels, and the generator fired up, and the hydraulics would turn each wheel, because there was basically independent suspension back there. It would turn each wheel and help the trailer negotiate the corner. So it is always kind of cool watching that stuff go on. It is time consuming, and especially if you're, oh shit, see, I'm talking too much. I don't think there's anywhere for me to turn around, so pull off into the grass, and that's what I'll do. Anyone behind me? Yeah. Okay, there we go, back on track. I have to stay focused to that GPS. Where was I? Talking about how they steer these trailers. It's time consuming if you're stuck behind them, but it is kind of cool to watch. Ooh, big truck. ET phone home. That's what they're doing over there with those satellite dishes. Those are communication dishes, listening to what's going on out there in space. Now, of course, this trailer here is part of the Road Hunters trailer pack. I still have version 1 installed. I have version 2, but I have not really done much in that with that one. I think I actually might have both of them activated, to be honest. The one thing I've noticed between the two packs is a lot of cranes. I mean, a lot of them. And I've already done a run with one of those, and so I wasn't really eager to do another run with one of those cranes. So that's why I decided to go ahead and take this trailer here. The Road Grinder was an option as well, and I didn't feel like taking that one since I had already done that one. I figured this one would provide a very nice challenge, and figured you guys would enjoy seeing that as well, and betting whether or not I was going to screw up with it. And if you want to include me missing my turn to screw up, okay, well then you guys win. But I'm not. I'm talking screw up as far as damaging the cargo. Looks like I'm finally coming into Vegas. On the highway. Darn, I don't get to drive this all the way through Vegas. Bummer. Oh boy. You son of a bitch, why'd you have to turn? I was gonna swing out. There we go. Doesn't quite understand, having to move over. That's what I'm worried about, is areas like this. Cruise and just sit